We certainly hope you've had a great week this week. We've had a lot of little things going on around our homestead recently, and this week's video is dedicated to showing you all of those little things that we have been doing.
Thank God for coffee.
Winter is coming, and this is our chicken coop last winter. We were still building it, but you can see that we have big snow issues going on, and I'm going to show you a couple clips from a video we did on building a living snow fence and what our issues exactly are.
Part of the reason for that is the open area there, and that basically funnels the wind and the snow into this area. And
So that was the first spot that we have an issue, that's building up the snow in front of the coop. The second spot is just to the north and west of our chicken coop, also along the same field.
Basically came in, swept up over the top of the chicken coop runs, and deposited on in between the house and the chicken coop, but predominantly up against the chicken coop.
While we're waiting for our living snow fence to grow, we've got to fix this issue this year because we've got chickens in the coop. So Dan is going to be putting some snow fence up in the back of the coop, kind of going from tree to tree and using the dogwoods and things as anchors. Altogether, we'll have about a 10-foot wall of snow fence, and then also we'll be doing the same thing in that other gap to the north and west. If you missed our video on starting our living snow fence, I will link to it down below if you want to take a look at what we're doing to combat our snow issues. Another thing that Dan did to combat snow on the runs is he put up some plastic. It's a really thick, clear plastic that covers all the sides of the runs except for a really good gap at the top of the front of the runs that you can see there. That is for ventilation so that we don't get any issues with too much moisture in our runs. As far as other winter prep for our chickens, we purchased a waterer de-icer that Dan is going to be putting inside the coop in one of the waterers to make sure that they always have fresh water. And this particular one is on a thermostat, so it will turn on and off according to what the temperature is. And speaking of our chickens, we have had an egg explosion. We are now getting, recently, the last couple of days, 15 eggs a day. So we are going to have to figure out what to do with all of our eggs. We're hoping to sell some of them to help pay for our chicken feed. And the other ones, since they're pretty small still, we'll probably just give those away. We also had a surprise kind of revelation over the last couple of weeks. This is Carl. If you remember, if you've been following us, Carl was our free surprise chick from the hatchery when we got our chickens. And normally the hatchery will give you like a rooster because there's a plethora of roosters and most people want hens. Carl is a big cochin. Because of his size and coloring and all that, and the fact that he was this free surprise chick, we thought Carl was a male, a rooster. But after doing some research and taking a look at Carl's feathering, Carl is a Carla. So we actually have another hen, a cochin hen. Now, if you watched our video a couple of weeks ago on our plans for our attached passive solar greenhouse, you saw that we have a wood stove in our office area, and I mentioned that I would not use this wood stove. We'd have to get a different one because this one was built in the 70s and it's considered a little dangerous. We decided that when we went to buy our snow fence the other night, that we would look at the wood stoves, and we ended up purchasing a new wood stove that we can be sure is safe, and this will heat 2,000 square feet, so it would take care of the first floor of our home and then also take care of heating the greenhouse if we needed to. So that's going to be coming this week, and hopefully next week or maybe the week after, I can show you a little video of the installation of our new wood stove. Also on that video about our passive solar greenhouse, we showed you a photo kind of where our glazing would be, and we mentioned that we were going to be using a product called Solar Wrap for our glazing. And we decided, with all of the problems with shipping right now and lack of truckers and ways to get things across the United States, that we would do some research and we would find a place to order our Solar Wrap and get it ordered and on the way. And much to our surprise, within a week, we had our Solar Wrap. So we've got that now, and we've got the track that it goes on. So we don't have to worry about having what we need when we need to start building our passive solar greenhouse this spring. That is it for this week, and we certainly hope that you have a lot of joy and a lot of peace over the coming week. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please consider doing that. Leave us a comment if you have any ideas for videos for us or more things that you'd like to see, and we hope you have a great week.